Playing a talented team like Wisconsin where they kind of outmatch you inside. They're a little bit bigger. They have a little bit more athleticism. But we had a lot of heart today. And I think in that second half, like, I don't think that we slowed down. Like, I think we knew it was working. And, I think Caitlin Ingle did a great job of really controlling that tempo. I mean, obviously, Lizzie had a phenomenal night shooting, and just her poise on the floor I thought was incredible. But, this is exactly what we want to have happen. We want to have Maddie Dean come off the bench, in double figures. We want Becca Jonas to be able to play the way that she played today in double figures. And so the more balance that we can have, the better off we're going to be.
What kind of adjustments were made at halftime in the sense that number 25 for them was on her way to a double-double at halftime? You guys still had the lead by 5, but you kind of took that away a little. What was done differently?
She's such a great player. I don't think you can really even make an adjustment to stop her. I think that, a couple different things that we did. I think our post defense was great tonight, and she still had 17 points and 7 rebounds. But I really think that we did a great job of being able to keep our post players on the inside as much as possible. And a lot of that's communication. A lot of that was a few different looks. Having Liza Heap as a complete undersized post player is going to play completely different than Becca's going to play. But I think our posts really learned from our last game to this game about what we need to do to defend the inside better.
Caitlin, just talk a little about, they started pressing with about 10 minutes left. Were you aware of that? I mean, I take it you were aware they were pressing, but did they catch you off guard at all? Because there's only really one possession that things seemed a little rattled, and then after that you guys settled down. Is that?
Yeah, it caught me off guard the first possession, and then we adjusted, and I think we worked on it in practice. We work on it all the time in practice, and so we adjusted, and my teammates were there, to pass the ball out and get back, so it was good.
Lizzie, as far as, and I'll say this wrong, but your numbers have been good through this, but you hadn't had the success, and you got a lot of support today from the team. How good did that feel to kind of have the stats maybe you've kind of had come close to through the season, but now you came out with a win?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Everyone played really well tonight. I mean, Caitlin had 12 assists. She really found everyone on the floor, and we were able to hit shots, and everyone was able to give good minutes today. And so it was just a fun win.
I think our flow was a little bit better today on the offensive end too, and a lot of that has to do with basically just getting to where we need to be and understanding who has the hot hand. And I think a lot of that is Caitlin Ingle. I mean, she's the coach on the floor, and she needs to continue to be able to do that and know that her team and her coaches have a lot of confidence in her doing that.
Has Caitlin's roles kind of changed a little with Kendall not being available? Has that put Caitlin in a little bit? She had to take on more responsibilities?
Believe it or not, we didn't have a player of the year sitting on the bench to replace Kendall. So we all have to step up and do that. I think that, Caitlin's role, I think, is the same. Caitlin's role is she needs to continue to be the best point guard she possibly can be, and she needs to do what her team needs. Now, whether that means scoring or not, her role remains the same. So when Kendall comes back, if she comes back, if she doesn't come back, we don't know. But if she does, her role is going to continue to be the same. I think a lot of what's happening now on a positive side with Kendall being out is that players like Becca Jonas are going to be able to have to step up a little earlier. Is it as much, do we want to have her play as many minutes as she has to right now as a freshman? She wants to. We'd like her to learn a little bit more. But she's doing a great job. And it's Maddie Dean stepping up. It's Courtney Rush stepping up. So it's going to definitely be by committee. And so I think, honestly, the person that really stepped up today in Kendall's absence was Liza Heath. And her line doesn't say it, but she was the one.
That gets me going very good.
Good.
Works for me. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you.